Okay, g'day everyone. It's another DIY video. I'll try and help you guys. I want to go through the DC motor, pretty much the whole lab. Now, I'm not going to read each step out at a time from the manual, but I'm just going to go through certain aspects of that lab, just with the practical side of it, just so to give you a bit more confidence when you go ahead and do it. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to swap these motors out, put the DC motor in. So I'm just going to record everything I do, and hopefully in there there'll be something useful for you. Alright, as you can see here, I've got the mains power off here. The data acquisition power can stay on. First I've got to get all these leads out. Main thing about the leads, pull them out at the connectors and don't drop them on the ground. You go one step further and turn off the mains there as well, and turn everything. So now all the power is off. The data acquisition program, if it's running, will get upset when it loses power there. That's alright. So I usually have two screwdrivers, a small one and a big one. You've got to unlock the locking screw, and I see on the new ones they've got these steel bars going up as well to hold everything in. Take the belt off. Usually I slip the top part of the belt off, so I'll just zoom in, show you doing that. So taking it off is just a matter of pulling off the top belt first, then the bottom belt. Important to have this thing off here because your fingers can go around the sides and touch live terminals. I usually grab my thumb and I flick it off like that. Tuck it away out of the road. And then get this back up, close in, pull the lever and slide it out. Now if you're not careful, this can jam in on the rails down here, and usually you need a big screwdriver to pull that back out again. Make sure you're careful. Lift with your back straight, don't twist your back, and put it nearby. So here's your DC motor. We've got a commutator in here. These brushes can be moved. If they're in the wrong position, there's quite significant arcing and burning that will occur here if these are not in exactly the right position. I haven't had to adjust these. And you've got your armature winding going through these two terminals. I've actually added fuses in. And you've got your series winding and your shunt winding and your field rheostat. So the shunt and series winding go on the stator part, and the armature winding go there. And you can actually see the two different windings. So that's one winding and that's the other winding. So I'm not sure which ones are which, but one of them is your series winding, one of them is your shunt winding. I would actually expect the series winding to have a thicker wires. So those wires are quite small. That would be your shunt winding, and that would be a series winding because it takes the same current as the armature winding because it's in series with the armature winding. So that's pretty easy to figure that out actually. These are, we'll talk about these. So basically, I'll just show you that alignment there. So you can see these two guide rails, heading it up, making sure it's straight. Don't get these leads in the road, make sure they're low and slide it in firmly. Lower that down and make sure your belt is on the pulley for the dyno. Feed it from the bottom around the pulley. I usually put the belt up on that bottom bearing first, so just zoom in there. And then wind it round and then flick that top bearing up over on that belt. Okay, so just give it a few turns and make sure everything is aligned properly. And then make sure that goes up like that. Those little pins in. Always turn that locking screw. Sometimes these locking screws can get stuck. I've used a bit of dry graphite to lubricate them. Sometimes I've even reached them from this side to help them go around a bit. So that's all good to go.